A highlight-filled triple overtime Big Ten primetime battle.
Yeah, baby, what?
The love of a game.
There are some guys who love it and can't do without it.
A letter that has become a rallying symbol for a school and state. A young coach and a support staff building up young men to be their very best. And a coach bringing this all together.
Everybody get back to chopping your job.
It's all part of the Rutgers football story.
It's just such a great story of a team that's come from the ground and built themselves up.
Not only in one football game, he's changed the culture for a college, a university, and a state.
You can already sense the change in the attitude around the RU football program.
Jubilation in Piscataway. He's done it before.
He's built his team to believe.
You have to respect Jersey.
This campus is in a football frenzy.
And now to come back and be a member of the Big Ten Conference, it's incredible.
Well, it's Scarlet Fever here in New Jersey.
Racing for the biggest moment ever.
An example, if you buy into a team, how much it can benefit you.
Prime time on the Big Ten stage.
And I tell you what, Rutgers, they're going to hit the field with some juice. With Greg Schiano as the head coach, they're going to come out the field, onto the field with like their hair is on fire.
It's all us. It's all we got. It's all we need. All we got is all we need. We all in. Stop on 3. Down on 3. 1, 2, 3.
If Michigan can't match that energy, they're in for a long day today against Rutgers.
Even if they could match the energy, they would find out what others have. It's going to be a long day when you face the Scarlet Knights.
And he's going nowhere. The Rutgers defense stacks him up at the line of scrimmage. Cornelius Johnson fumbled the football. Brendan White stripped it free.
That's the 10th forced turnover this year by Rutgers.
The first half belonged to the Rutgers defense. They dominated the line of scrimmage and smothered the Wolverines regularly. And it didn't matter the down or the distance.
Rutgers has held here on 4th and 1.
Gotta love everything about it. Defense comes out, puts a stop on 4th down, sends a message to the Michigan Wolverines. And what does the offense do? Just comes out and throws Crookshanks.
Steps up, airing it out. Deep downfield for Crookshank. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. It's gonna be Rutgers in the red zone, baby. Running right, off tackle right, pushing. Goal line, touchdown. Here comes the blitz. Milton is sacked on the blitz.
On film, Michigan had seen Rutgers' overall improvement, but it's difficult to see heart, soul, and desire on a computer screen. But it's certainly easy to feel it on the field. The Wolverines seemed powerless to battle the wave of Scarlet Knight momentum that encompassed most of the first half.
Aaron Crookshank takes the end around. Here's a reverse to Shamin Jones. He's pointing blockers in the direction. He cuts in the corner. Jones to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5.
You never know what you're going to face when you go up against Sean Gleason as offensive coordinator and head coach Greg Schiano.
Flying and pushing, going right to the goal line. He's in. That's a Rutgers touchdown.
They know it's coming, but they can't stop it.
And that's a compliment to players executing well. One thing Michigan knew was coming, a relentless pass rush.
Bodakowski's got him again! He came right up the gut and drilled him. Who will run a quarterback draw up the middle. 40, 50, and more. He's got the first down. How about that call from Sean Gleason?
Was this the Kansas City Chiefs I'm watching or what? With all this motion in the back.
Good snap, good spot. End over end, and perfect. 17-0, Rutgers on top.
To call this game a battle would be an understatement. And the Wolverines were not ready to roll over. When they returned the second half kick for a touchdown, it set things up for an instant classic. It also showed the Rutgers resolve as they refused to be stunned by the Michigan quick strike. And they went back to chopping, taking 61 seconds to answer.
Lofting it downfield, he's got Milton at the 35 and say goodbye.
Rutgers answers the kickoff return with a long bomb to Bo Melton. And it is big plays aplenty to start the second half. McNamara to throw, the little pop pass is caught. Touchdown, Michigan back to within one score on the road.
Noah steps up, rolls right. Pressure still coming, trying to find something, throws downfield, and it's caught at at the 42 of Michigan. What a play by Shamin Jones to come back and catch the football.
Ambrosio is hit tonight from 38. He just hit from 42.
Straight up the turnpike.
The two sides traded blows like heavyweight fighters, each looking for the other to go down or at least flinch. But it wasn't happening. They answered each other with one punch after another. Finally, the Scarlet Knights found themselves down on the mat. They had less than a minute to find a way to get to their feet one more time.
34 seconds left. The game on the line with 4th and 9.
Takes the snap, drops the throw, three-man rush. Pressure coming, Vedral throwing, end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown!
Aaron Cruikshank brings Rutgers to within 2.
Rutgers has to go for 2 to try to tie this game up.
The myriad of interesting trick plays and formations and misdirections to tie the game. Quarterback draw, Vedral running, hit, driving, in!
We've got a tie ball game! Unbelievable!
How about the toughness, just the will?
He was dead to rights at about the 3-yard line and carried defenders all the way down to score the touchdown. We're headed to overtime here in Piscataway.
So Greg Schiano was wondering, hey, you know, what's our culture, right? We chopped, we kept coming back, you know, we kept fighting.
And it's no good, he missed it wide to the right.
This team embodies their head coach.
Good snap, good spot, kick on its way, end over end, and it is no good. And we are headed to a second overtime.
See coach talking to him on the sideline right now. You know, he's not yelling, not screaming, just talking.
All game long, every single situation, Greg Schiano is coaching his guys up.
He'll roll out to the right. Here's a throwback to the left. It is caught. It is Giovanni Haskins to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and a touchdown!
Yeah, baby, what?
That's what Sean Gleason wanted into the end zone on the first play.
Good Lord have mercy. Nobody saw that coming. I know I didn't.
Through 4 quarters, 3 overtimes, a change at quarterback, and more than a handful of bruises, Michigan learned that this Rutgers team has improved, not just from last year, but from last month. The Scarlet Knights fell short in the 3rd overtime, but they continued driving each other and chopping side by side with a coaching staff that believes in the program and believes in them.
See the team arrival, views from warm-ups, the team tunnel walk, and more every home game this season at SHI Stadium.
3, 1, 2, 3.
It's Rutgers Football Sights and Sounds, 1 hour before kickoff each home week. Catch it live on RU Athletics Twitter or on the Rutgers Football Facebook page.
Earlier this week when we talked with Rutgers coach Greg Schiano, he told us that dealing with the pandemic, he said it's accelerated my ability to see who loves football. There are some guys who like it but like a bunch of other things. There are some guys who love it and can't do without it.
I got into football at a young age. I was a student manager for my grandpa.
Vedral, quick throw, looks in. That was a bullet.
I was running track at track practice, and a football coach just pulled me aside while I was finished, and basically he was like, I'm fastest.
He's the speedster.
I think I was 3 or 4.
Shakes off a tackler.
Dad put me in flag football, and my brothers also played, so.
We're the young brothers.
Kind of family thing.
Right up in his mug, Avery Young. 1, 2, 3.
The camaraderie. It's more the time in the locker room and being able to spend time with the guys.
It's the ultimate team game. I can't do my job without them, and they can't do their job without me.
What a fantastic pass, pay dirt.
It's a great feeling when you're winning, and the hard work when it pays off. No one sees that behind the scenes, so.
It's about what you did from June 15th till today.
When I'm on the field, I just feel free, and I'm outside with my friends, so like, I feel like I just let loose. I just drop the shade and just play ball. It's all about ball.
You want to have guys that's going to love the sport, is going to
come out there and do whatever it takes to get the job done.
For the pylon, did he get it? He did!
And I've been bought in, like I said, it's what I love to do.
Milton in the shotgun takes the snap. Here comes the blitz. Milton is sacked on the blitz. He is taken down by Olukunle Fatukasi.
This guy shows up, makes a ton of tackles. That's why he's leading the Big Ten.
It was a tough loss, so it was really hard but we fought to the end.
A bunch of guys went and really spilled their guts out there on the field. It just, we're not there yet. We're just not quite there yet. We'll keep chopping and keep working at what we do, and we will get there.
Rutgers has held here on 4th and 1.
It just came down to doing my job and doing my job as often and as consistently as I could. That's what every player is asked to do, and what Coach Schiano asks us to do is chop, and that's doing your job 100% of the time.
It's not really finishing. To me, it's just playing every play. That's what you have to do.
Lofting it downfield. He's got Milton at the 35 and say goodbye. He's straight up the turnpike as the Scarlet Knights answer right back.
We just gotta keep doing our job, watch the film and critique the stuff that we messed up on, and just keep going every day. It was a tight one.
Coach Gleason had talked to us on the sideline about it, kind of coming up to it. When it was called, we had talked about the motion and stuff like that, and kind of betting on our O-line. Really, it kind of came down to a little bit of willpower and just offensive line getting a little bit of push and moving some guys out of the way and then falling forward.
To tie the game, quarterback draw, Federal, running, hit, driving, in, tie game! Unbelievable!
How about the toughness, just the will?
He was dead to rights at about the 3-yard line and carried defenders all the way down.
Games give you that under the fire, those real pressure tests, and it helps a lot. You bond really well with your guys, and there's a lot of trust found in those situations. And the offense as a whole, I think you can see us improving. It's not where it needs to be. We got stuff to fix, but we're continuing week to week to do our best to improve and continue to fight to get better.
I really want our guys to learn to just chop every play as hard as you can. We did that for a ton of plays tonight. I was really proud of the way that we approached the game. Not forget the result. Just got to keep doing it. We got to do it a little bit better. We got to do it a little more often. And one of these days that will put us over the top.
How you doing? I'm Fran Brown. I'm the secondary coach here at Rutgers University.
Come on, go, race it. Calm the motion. Boom, there we go, get up, go. Keep your eyes up, stop looking at the ground. Good passionate, good job.
Matt Rose, head football coach at the Carolina Panthers, he recruited me, played for him. He said, Fran, I want you to get involved in football. And I was like, you think I could do it? He said, yeah, you should have been doing it.
Boom, keep it going, yeah!
I think the moon and the stars all matched up the right way. That's my state. That's where I'm from. When you're from a state and you get to coach for the biggest program in the state, Coach Schiano, he just wants to win. But he doesn't just want to win at football, he wants the players that he's coaching to win at life, to win going to class, to win doing things. And he's wanting to do that with the coaches also, so that means a lot to me. It means a lot, and I have a lot to uphold of having the opportunity of coaching here.
Coach Fran he's a good guy. He's easy to get along with. He understands us.
Remember, you can always give it back, but you can't give it back. Remember, it's 1, 2 when I'm going off of it. That makes sense? Yeah, you see it, but you gotta really see it. Don't guess it, see it.
You have a coach who's been in our shoes before and knows how to correlate with one another and be able to communicate with other teammates and players on the field. It's really easy. It's really simple.
Put your hands up.
He funny, bro. He be having me crying, laughing.
Got him! Got him! Got him!
I'm going against Coach Fran and the DB every play.
Hey, don't save me out of this. Just let you know. Hey, I'ma die for the mob. Hey.
Enjoy the game. Play the call. Just one play at a time, but we just want to play fast. I want our guys to be truly detailed and have great eye discipline. If they detail with great eye discipline, we'd be able to compete for the ball.
I think his technique is a way that I naturally want to play anyway. It worked for me. I just gotta buy into the little details and lock in on it.
Put your hands up.
You're always seeing a block R everywhere you go. I mean, you come out of the supermarket, it's on people's cars, it's all over.
Sticking on the beach and you see block R's, and there's definitely a level of pride.
It means something special to you. You know, you see it on the car magnets. You see it as I'm driving down the driveway here, the big block R in front of the training room. I mean, all those things, they bring a special feeling to you of what this place means to you.
One day, the players that are here, they're going to be on the sideline cheering. They're going to be the names that are going to be calling in the draft, in the Super Bowl, and CEOs, their fathers, you know, and they're going to wear that block R, and they're going to have a lot of love and a lot of respect for it.
One of Greg Schiano's major accomplishments, and I'm not sure it's one he gets enough credit for sometimes, is the block R. Right, the block R is everywhere when you come on campus now. It's ubiquitous, it's very recognizable and recognized as part of Rutgers.
There's a ton of pride from every sport, not just football. Whether you want to call it jerseyness or not, I mean, how everyone rallies around that R, they see that R, that means something.
The block R gave Rutgers an identity that it sorely lacked. And, you know, there were all kinds of logos in the past, but none of them ever really broke through.
Check this out. So we're gonna head into our weight room. As you can see, block R's all over the place. I know Coach Schiano fought hard for that block R. Rutgers has had a bunch of different mascots and different logos, but that block R, when you see it, it means something. And when I drive around New Jersey or even other places and I see the magnet on people's cars, I'm like, man, this is special.
And when you can identify a school with just that one symbol, that one very simple block R, it gave it a notoriety around the state that people instantly knew what you were backing, who you were backing. You were a Rutgers person.
And I think it's, you know, become a lot larger than just this university. I think it's a state of New Jersey thing, that block R, and I'm excited to, you know, see that brand continue to build and really nationally be recognized as it's a New Jersey thing, that block R.
3 1 2 3.
See the team arrival, views from warm-ups, the team tunnel walk, and more every home game this season at SHI Stadium.
3 1 2 3.
It's Rutgers Football Sights and Sounds, 1 hour before kickoff each home week. Catch it live on RU Athletics Twitter or on the Rutgers Football Facebook page.
I always think one of the coolest things you can ever watch is you kind of get up from your stretch and you look up and the developmental guys bring it up on a knee and they're listening to coach, and you can see behind them all the support staff, strength coaches, trainers, assistant coaches, grad assistants, all those guys. And you can look around, you're like, that many people are there just to help you do one part of your life really well.
When you get here your freshman year, you're like, geez, all these people are here for me. Going to high school and you were filling up your own water bottles and all that kind of stuff.
So I know I visited other programs where if you ask for some certain stuff, they wouldn't be able to give it to you, so I'm thankful for that.
There you go, sir. Good man, thank you. If they can't give it to us, they're gonna give it to us. And the training staff is amazing. Anytime you need something, they're there for you 24/7, no matter what.
Coach Schiano holds every single person in this building to the same standard, whether it's a player, coach, equipment manager, whoever it is. We all have to be on the same plan in order to achieve optimal success.
Coach Schiano's done a great job in putting people around us that really want us to succeed. They genuinely care about us.
You got everybody for something. If we need certain things, you go to nutritionists. If you need to focus on your weight, we got different trainers that's good at different stuff. You won't be like stuck on not knowing who to go to or not knowing what to do.
You get banged up, you're tired, you're starting to like, damn, like this is really hard. But when you're surrounded by people, like whether it's the guy coming to tape you, the amazing trainers that we have, like it's impossible not to, like thrive and like absorb that energy and really bring it into the field.
I thank you for this beautiful day.
Thank you for these people that you've all put here on this campus.
And the biggest thing with them is building relationships. You want someone helping you, we don't know their name, right? So you want to try to understand their name, where they're from, and what makes them tick, and build solid relationships with everyone in the program.
Every opportunity you get, you always have to give your thanks for them and show your appreciation.
Whenever you need something, you just go to them, and they're just there to give you and provide for you. It's a great feeling to have that kind of support on your side, because
everyone at the end of the day is doing a collective goal to achieve, and that goal is to win. So, you know, it's about building relationships for me.
At the end of the day, they're here for us.
We're looking forward to the opportunity of going on the road and taking on a very good Purdue team, so it's a big challenge. Well, I think much improved, as you just stated. I think Sean Gleason and the offensive staff have done a good job of accentuating the positives and limiting whatever negatives we have. Thanksgiving we're going to be spending together. We're not going home. No one's going home. The whole team's sticking together for Thanksgiving. We're going to have a team Thanksgiving. You know what? It's not what you're used to, but quite honestly, I'm looking forward to being with the guys and being able to hang out, and we'll make the most of it. Now, they're a good football team. Offensively, they're very explosive. They got Rondell Moore back. Defensively, they're improved. I think that they're very sound. We're going to have to really be on all three phases to have an opportunity to compete here this weekend. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here to just be competitive. We're here to win, and we haven't been able to do that. So I'm frustrated with that. But I do think the league is a tremendous, I've always thought, tremendous league, all sports. But I think football is really, really special, and especially the side of the division we're on in the Big Ten East. I love this league. A couple things with basketball, men's and women's basketball starting this week. I just want to give a big shout out to Coach Stringer and Coach Pikes. It's going to be so much fun. I got to taste it last year when I first came back, and it was awesome. And I know we can't have fans, but I know there's going to be a lot of Rutgers fans watching every game, and two really good teams, both on the men's and women's side, and two great coaches. So good luck to you guys. You guys have a great Thanksgiving, and try to go get us a Thanksgiving weekend win.